Green Bay Packers. Why? Because he's a bad man. That's why Aaron Rodgers. I know it took him overtime to get rid of the Cincinnati Bengals, but the Cincinnati Bengals are up and coming. I like what Burrow is doing. I love Jamar Chase and the kind of game that he has. Zach Taylor's got them playing competitive football. So taking them to overtime, which wouldn't have went to overtime if Mason Crosby hadn't missed 3 field goals. Bottom line is this. They got the job done. Still got Aaron Rodgers, still got Aaron Jones, still got Devontae Adams. Excuse me, the defense is relatively decent. Right? Matt LaFleur seems to be doing some things right. So we'll roll with that. I got them in my top 5. Let's go to number 4, please. Give it to me right now. Bam! That's the Chargers. Why? Because Justin Herbert is coming. Eckler is balling as your running back. Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, do we really need to talk about this? We saw what they did to the Raiders on Monday Night Football. We saw what they did this past week in dropping 47 on Cleveland. The Chargers are coming, y'all. The Chargers are coming. Let's give them their love. Let's give them their respect and do what we got to do with this. But they ain't one of the top 3. Here's number 3 on the list. Give it to me. Bam! The Bills. Why? You heard Bart Scott talking about Josh Allen. You know what he brings to the table. Stephon Diggs, Emmanuel Sanders elevating their vertical game, okay? I like what I'm seeing. They got 2 shutouts on the season. Their defense is one of the top rated, and we saw what they did against Kansas City. And Patrick Mahomes went in there and shellacked them. Josh Allen is that dude. 6 years, $258 million as a quarterback, and nobody's sniffing at it. It shows you what that brother's made of. The future is bright in Buffalo. Bills Mafia, stand up, be proud. They ain't top 2. I'm going to give this to them. Give it to me right here. You see who it is. The Dallas Cowboys. Don't question the objectivity, Marcus Spears. Don't question the objectivity. I see Dak. I see CeeDee Lamb. I see Amari Cooper. And by the way, Ezekiel Elliott looks lighter, fleet of foot. The bottom line is he's averaging more than 5 yards a carry. Tony Pollard's averaging more than 6 yards a carry. I got the Dallas Cowboys as one of the top 2 teams in the National Football League. Remember, the list is fluid, so I don't expect them to stay there, damn it, but they deserve to be there right now. They ain't the number 1 team, though. I'm going to tell you who the number 1 team is right here. Give it to me right here. The Arizona Cardinals. Why? How about Kyler Murray completing 75% of his passes on the season? How about you looking at their weapons right now with A.J. Green, with DeAndre Hopkins, okay? You see the brothers and what they're bringing to the table. You got an ultimate dual threat. If it was not for Lamar Jackson, we would be talking about the Arizona Cardinals and Kyler Murray even more, because other than Lamar Jackson, nobody's more of a threat running the football from the quarterback position as him. Plus, they got a defense that can get to the passer. They've got some folks in the secondary. They're opportunistic. They've got athletes. They've got speed on the defensive side of the ball. I like what I see for them. And by the way, they're undefeated. So take all those things into consideration. You see the list. It's the Cardinals. It's the Cowboys. It's the Buffalo Bills. It's the Los Angeles Chargers. And it's the Green Bay Packers. That is my list for this week. Because remember, the list is fluid. And there we go.
Let's go. Get them, guys. Who wants it first? Bart, you up first?
I mean, Captain Obvious. I mean, where's terrific Tom? It's terrific Tom not playing the best quarterback out of all, and he's doing it despite all the injuries they have on the defensive side of the ball. The reigning Super Bowl champions. How dare you, Stephen A., disrespect Tom Brady? You're going to make one of his lists. You're going to make his Hall of Fame speech when he talk about how you disrespected him, how you disrespected Bruce Arians, and how
Stephen
bad
he
you can be aqua all you want.
45
It was against the Miami Dolphins.
I don't care.
Okay,
45 to 17.
They're like a bye week right now. The Dolphins are not themselves. They don't have anything right now.
And I'm so glad.
And Kyler Murray struggled against the 49ers. Without their starting quarterback, he struggled against Minnesota. We're talking about their 37-yard kick field goal. Come on, man. Minnesota, now you're going to throw Minnesota up there?
I'm just saying, they ain't horrible. They ain't horrible.
Bart,
he hit his head.
It's always his feelings. It's always his feelings. That's what's wrong with the damn list. It's always his feelings. Clearly, the Buffalo Bills are the best team in the NFL right now. The second best team is the Arizona Cardinals. The third best team is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 4 is the Cowboys. And 5 would be the Chargers.
Hold it. Time out. Pause for a second. Pause for 1 second. This ain't no, I'm glad you asked. I did not ask you for your list.
I'm trying to tell you why your list. I'm trying to tell you why your list is terrible.
Okay?
I'm trying to tell you why it's terrible. Yes.
What?
The order is terrible. First of all, the Green Bay Packers won against the Packers won because the kicker from Cincinnati missed a field goal. That's why they beat the Cincinnati Bengals. And you got them 5. You got the Buffalo Bills. You got the Buffalo Bills that just beat Kansas City. We just saw Josh Allen go crazy, and you got them behind the Cowboys and the Cardinals. And that defense has 2 shutouts and only surrendered 20 points to the Kansas City
Cardinals
Chiefs.
are undefeated.
Hold on,
And you've been raving about the Cowboys. What's the problem? I had the Cowboys too last week.
Stephen A.
I didn't move them from their position.
There's another one. Where's the Ravens? Did you see what Lamar Jackson
The Ravens
did?
ain't there
Down
yet.
19
No, Ravens
Monday
ain't
night.
there.
They're not there yet.
They're
That defense.
All three of us are telling you they're not there
the Ravens
yet.
defense right now.
Guess what that means?
You're outvoted,
Nothing
Molly.
to me. Nothing.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead,
when
guys.
you talk about the Ravens, you should put Lamar Jackson. But Bart, listen, Bart, do you remember the earlier conversation we had about the Cowboys? And Stephen A. talking about my credibility? No, they ain't the second best team in the NFL, Stephen A. Because I'm watching the games. They are not. They are up.
I got them 5th.
You know I'm watching the game because you usually FaceTiming me when we watch
I
the
know.
game. So don't try that.
But you are trying to set America up for the Cowboys to fail. That's what you're doing, and I gotta let everybody know that that's what you're doing with this list.
No,
you're doing it.
No,
look
I'm
at
not
it,
doing
Bart.
that.
Look
I'm not
at
doing
it,
that.
Bart.
Not at all.
Look at it.
I'm not doing that.
That's what he's
I'm not
doing.
that.
All right, we're
No.
done.
No.
We're done. No Bucks, no Rams, no Ravens.
No, I wouldn't do that. Never
Still to
that.
come
Never
here
that.
on First Take.
and by the way,
just take
Molly-
a breath. Just marinate on this
go ahead.
criticism. Yeah, Mahomes has not been the Mahomes we're used to. After committing 3 turnovers Sunday, he now has 7 on the season, with 6 being interceptions. He threw 6 total interceptions in all of last season. Here's Mahomes on his struggles.
It starts with me. I mean, it's something that I've not usually done in my career, but I have to reevaluate where I'm at, what decisions I'm making. I've been kind of a crazier player as far as scrambling and making throws, but in my career, I've never been someone to throw a lot of interceptions. And so I kind of have to look at it now and go back and reevaluate what I'm doing and I have to cut it out.
Don't need to reevaluate the change, though. I rock with those. Bart, is Mahomes still the best quarterback in the NFL?
No, I don't think so. And I think last year Aaron Rodgers was a better quarterback. I mean, listen, he's a Hall of Famer, but, the pound for pound list is fluid. It doesn't always stay the same. That's leased, it's not owned. And I think a lot of times, Mahomes comes in, he inherited a tremendous team that was in their window, and he has tremendous talent around him. And, in the league, it's about marriages, right? It's about who you go to, who's your coach, who's your coordinator. And he got the best, offense coordinator, best head coach. And you look at Josh Allen, you think about his relationship with Brian Daboll and building around him and going to get Stephon Diggs. But I think for my money right now, the best show and the best quarterback in the league is Lamar Jackson. Because I say this, Lamar Jackson is more responsible for the productivity than any one of these other quarterbacks. Not only is he their best running back, he's also the best thrower of the ball. And you can look at the skill positions and say Hollywood Brown would not start on any other of these other units that we consider. He wouldn't start for the Bills. He wouldn't start for Kansas City. He wouldn't start for Aaron Rodgers. So what Lamar Jackson is forced to do is more than what anybody else is asked to do. And he proved on Monday night that he is the best show in town. I know everybody was saying Kyler Murray was potentially that, but he's doing less. He's doing more with less than any other one of these quarterbacks that we consider pound for pound. And listen, the same thing make you laugh, make you cry. Right, tip balls change games, and I always say Patrick Mahomes is the worst thing to happen to the NFL because he's been getting away with a lot of deadly sins for years, throwing no-look passes, throwing off platform, and now those things are coming back to roost. And when you look at it, I think it's Lamar Jackson. Then I'll go with Josh Allen, number 2.
Hold on, before you chime in, Marcus, I just want to say, Marcus Spears, I mean, I know they bigger, they stronger, but I'm older, damn it, so that makes me the senior. I'm the mentor, And Molly, I just want to say it's a touching moment when Bart Scott talked about fluid. Yeah. You see, it just shows they're listening. They're listening. You understand what I'm saying?
No. I'm setting a statute of limitations on that. It's too much.
All right, Yoda.
We use that word too much.
I mean, it's just touching to see, him gravitate towards it. I mean, I just love it, the tutelage that they're accepting. It's just very touching right now. Now, let me say this.